spreken. Goedemiddag, Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima.
Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima, contact information, goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag, Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima to Northside. Request aerodrome information for VFR flight according to flight plan.
Golf Oscar Lima, we have runway 24 in use, QNH 1031.
24 in use and QNH 1031, Golf Oscar Lima. So, welcome on board everybody. Welcome to another video on the channel. I am the VFR pilot and today we are performing a new Corona flight. We are going to visit some cities in the Belgium airspace. So yeah, I'm happy to be flying again and yeah, stay tuned for some nice information during the flight. During the taxi we have checked our lights, the brakes were checked, the instruments were checked in the turn, and for the run-up brakes are set to park. The temps, we have 100, pressure is good, cylinder head temperature is good. Mixture full rich, propeller full fine, and we're gonna set our throttle 2000 RPM. Set. We're gonna check the magnetos, right. Good drop, back to both. Left. Good drop, back to both. Carbo heat. Normal drop. In. Back to normal. The vacuum is indicating. Now we're gonna cycle our propeller 3 times. 1. We're looking for oil on the windscreen. 2. For a rise in the manifold pressure. And 3 for an oil pressure drop. Checked. We're gonna bring the power back to idle. The aircraft keeps running. Back to 1200. Okay. Fuel selector is still on both. Flaps 1 notch. Takeoff trim is set. Flight controls. Up, down, up, down. Left, right, checked. Carbo heat is cold. Mixture is full rich. Propeller is full fine. Instruments and temps are all looking good. We have almost 90, like that. Altimeter is set, altitude indicator is good, doors and windows are closed, parking brake is off, lights are on, pitot heat is not required. Runway, we have runway 24 identified. The compasses are aligned, so we are ready for takeoff. In case of an engine failure or any problem with sufficient runway available, we go down, back on the runway, nose down on the runway. When airborne and non-sufficient runway available below 1000 feet, we go 30 degrees left or right and we settle for emergency landing. If we have more than 1000 feet, we try to make the 180 turn back to the runway 06. Ready. Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima, 24 ready for departure.
Golf Romeo Oscar Lima, runway 24 is free, the wind 260 degrees, so 14 knots.
Lining up, 24 Golf Oscar Lima. Peace and peace are in the green. Downwind still clear. I'm gonna set climb power 25, 25. We are already at 1,300 feet. Brussels information, good afternoon, Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima.
Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima, Brussels information, goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag, Golf Golf, Romeo Oscar Lima, Molen 71 POB, VFR from Echo Bravo Kilo Tango to Echo Bravo Kilo Tango. We will stay in the vicinity of Kortrijk of about 30 nautical miles, 2,000 feet.
Golf Oscar Lima, Roger, region PNH 1030.
1030, Golf Oscar Lima. That's 2 times. Let's set the flaps to cruise. So we have less drag. So guys, welcome again. Flying in Corona times is a bit different, like I explained in my previous video. That was my first flight after the restrictions were lifted for the general aviation. So this is my second flight. I'm not going to go into detail regarding the restrictions. Probably some of you will wonder why I'm not wearing a mask and why I'm not wearing hand gloves. I'm flying solo, nobody is in the cockpit with me. There was nobody in the hangar. If there had to be somebody in the hangar, I would definitely wear my mask. But since I'm flying solo and it is a private owned aircraft, I don't wear the mask and the hand gloves. I only will disinfect the complete cockpit, the door handles and so where I touched with my hand, so it is ready for another flight. So that's why I'm not wearing these masks. I believe it is necessary to wear them if you're flying with an aircraft from a flying club, but this is private owned, so I don't wear it. So today we are cruising at the moment 2,000 feet. We have an indicated airspeed of about 110 and a ground speed of 110. The outside temperature is now, I believe, about 11 degrees Celsius or 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, cruising along. We are on our way to Lokeren. Some of my wife's family is living in Lokeren and I will pay them a visit. Also my colleague Sabine, hi Sabine, I will pay her also a visit. She's also living in Lokeren. Birds. Woof. Always be on the lookout for birds. If you see some birds, birds are always have the intention to dive down to avoid the obstacle. So don't dive down with the aircraft to avoid them. Try to predict their path and choose another way, I should say. Otherwise, you have a lot of shit to clean up.
Comparing every time that I came close to
some of you guys wondered what I'm always saying about 25, 25 or 22, 22. So we use a manifold pressure. We have a propeller that has a variable pitch. So we need to set some settings. So at the left side, the left gauge, you will see it's the manifold pressure now indicating 22. The right gauge is the fuel pressure, so we have about 4 psi. And then the other gauge here is the RPM that I have set, and that's 2350. If you see here, we have the different levelers. So the black one we use to set a manifold pressure. The blue one we use to set an RPM, a desired RPM, and the red one is our mixture, of course. That's our fuel mixture. So yeah, this is what I use to set my power. So normally we climb at 25 manifold pressure and 25 RPM, and cruise I mostly do around 22, 23 manifold pressure and 2350 on the RPM meter. So that's what I use to set my power. Okay guys, we are approaching our home base, Echo Bravo Kilo Tango Kortrijk Weverham, just in front of us. That will be approximately 3 nautical miles, and we are positioning ourselves for coming overhead and then entering the left-hand downwind runway 24 for a full stop landing. Enjoy the landing. And Echo Oscar Lima is turning final 24 full stop.
Golf Oscar Lima, the wind 290 degrees, 11 knots, runway 3.
But every time I do, I end up like yeah, when I try to tell you how I feel, strange things happen to me. I lose my way, I don't know what to say. It's always like this, I know it. If I could only be some kind of poet, if I could have my way with words, if only for a day, I would tell you what I feel to you, know it.
That was in 2 times. So, welcome back to my home base, Kortrijk Weverham. I hope you enjoyed this second Corona flight. If you do so, hit the thumbs up button. It means a lot to me and it helps with the algorithm of YouTube. So hit the thumbs up button if you like it. Leave a comment down below what you think, what can be better, suggestions. So leave it down below. And of course subscribe, that helps me growing the channel. See you on the next one.
Knows what to say. If only I was some kind of poet.
Okay, bye.
If only